Hey everyone, Meredith Dale here. How's it going? I'm so glad that you were able to join our live class today. Let me see here. I'm not sure if I still have Anne's screen. Hopefully I don't still have Anne's screen. She's going to be back on with us in a little bit. So what are we talking about today? If you saw my post the other day, I'm going to be teaching you how to do and make interactive graphics using the website ThingLink.com. So let me give you some backstory. This class will probably run about 30 minutes. So plan that out if you're watching the recording, or anybody who comes in and joins us, plan on about a 30-minute class. So a little backstory. I wrote a blog post, and you can always go and read it over at goimu.com if you haven't read it yet. What's happening right now on social media is a very, very high 51% click-through rate. And you do this yourself. I do it. Everyone does it on social media. We scroll through our pages very fast. We get to where we want to go, or something that grabs our eye, right? Catches our attention. We stop and we click on that and we interact with it. But for 51%, we miss completely. We miss all of their content that is in any of our feeds. We're just clicking through. We're not even looking at it. So if right now your social media strategy is just to post for the sake of posting, you're actually just wasting time. It's a complete waste of time because no one's looking at it. They're tired of it. It's been done. And so what do? How do we solve this problem? Well, here at Intentional Marketer University, we're always looking for the newest gadgets, apps, programs, and strategies to use to get attention in a busy, busy, busy social media world. One of the best tools that I am using now, and our design department is using right now, is ThingLink.com. So let me show you it over here. So you can see it's kind of a weird name, right? So here it is right here, ThingLink.com. When you create a social media account, you're going, and you can create, not a social media account. When you create a ThingLink account, you can sign up using one of your social media channels. You can also use it with your email account. And what's neat about it is that it automatically links all of your social media accounts. So when you create a graphic on here, when you create an interactive graphic on here, you will see over here that I have the option to share it. And when I click share, it's going to pull up all of my linked, that it did it for me, all of my linked social media accounts. So there's Facebook, there's Twitter, Pinterest. Let me pause on Pinterest for a second. If you want to drive incredible amounts of organic traffic back to your website, back to your blog, back to anywhere that you have, anywhere that is your home, that you consider your home on the internet, most likely this is a website or a blog, you want to start making graphics and post them to Pinterest. On social media, like on Twitter, let me see. Hey, Anne, let me unmute yourself, Anne, if you can. Here, I'll do it for you. Anne, how short is the shelf life of a tweet?
Tweet, 8 seconds.
8 seconds. And do you know how short it is, like for Instagram or for Facebook? Couple minutes, I would say.
Instagram is not much longer. Facebook does last a little bit longer, but yeah, I mean, I think Facebook I've heard 15 minutes maybe, but Instagram, is probably just almost as bad as Twitter, maybe 30 seconds or a minute.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Instagram has gotten to the point where people are scrolling super fast, just like any of them. So what happens on Pinterest, though? And this is what is so neat. This is why we're really pushing these guides on Pinterest. A pin has a shelf life like 6 months. Sometimes I'll go in and repin something to one of my boards that was pinned, or that was first put on Pinterest in like 2014. I mean, pins on Pinterest have an incredibly long shelf life. So if driving organic traffic back to your home on the internet is really what you're going after, start making these. And the first one that you need to share it with is Pinterest. People on Pinterest also love infographics. They gobble them up. I mean, you can make a graphic like this and put it on whatever board you want, and you'll see that a lot of people start sharing it. And what happens in the description on Pinterest is you'll just, like for this one, I put, read the full blog article at goimu.com. So then we're driving traffic back, okay? So that's how you share these on your social media channels. When you create one of these, it might not be, you might be worried, well, how do people know how to touch these, right? How do I tell people that? Luckily, ThingLink already knows how to do it for you. When you post it to Facebook or to any of your social media sites, it will actually say, so I have on here the option to share again. Like for, if I wanted to go in, it'll take one of my Facebook accounts. It'll just take one of your accounts. So we have multiple Facebook accounts, obviously. So I'll just go ahead and I'll take this link here, I'll copy it and I'll paste it onto my social media channels. And the word that ThingLink already gives it is touch the graphic to learn more. So that's really neat. ThingLink has already taken that out of the equation for you. Now you can also, you'll see here that on your website or your blog, all you have to do is take this embed code, and then you can just copy it to your clipboard, go over into your blog or your website or wherever you have control over, and you can just embed this onto your blog for whatever you're blogging about, and it'll show up right there inside of your blog as well. Another just ingenious approach to driving social media traffic. And why that is obviously Google cares a lot about giving people quality search results. So when you're taking the time to not only write your blog post, but you're inserting amazing graphics into it and you're leading people to other places, Google's bells, their bells and whistles are going to be going off, that the more you do that, the more credible source you are. So let's get into how we actually designed this one. For example, this one was really super simple. Usually I will go into another design channel that I use, which is Canva, like canvas, like an artist's canvas, only without the S, drop the S. So it's just canva.com. And I'm thinking that I'll actually do another 30-minute class on that. So if you guys would like to see a 30-minute class on how I create infographics on Canva, shoot us a comment in Facebook, the Facebook group, and I'd love to do that for you guys. For this one, however, this is not my own picture. What I did was I found a free image on a Google image search results. Make sure they're free, okay? Make sure that they don't have trademarks or copyright infringements for obvious reasons. You don't want to get, slapped on the wrist and get it yanked off and, hear from their lawyer, et cetera, et cetera. So find one that's free. Without any other branding on it, and then you can come in and use it yourself. Now I did do a couple different things to this graphic on Canva before I uploaded it to ThingLink. What I did was I put our brand name down here. So if you are Sally Jo, SallyJoesMakeup.com, go ahead and put SallyJoesMakeup.com. Why you're doing that is when this gets launched to the internet, people will love the ThingLink graphic and they're interacting with it. You got them to stop. Now you need to give them a secondary call to action. Where should they go? What should they do? You need to have it personally branded to yourself. So you want to put your website or whatever your home is on the internet, put that somewhere on your graphic. I just did this on Canva, really super easy. And then up here, I went ahead and I gave it the title of my blog. Why did I do this? I could have just put it on with no title. Because again, everything that I'm uploading to the internet, Google is going to be, keeping somewhere, right? It's going to be putting it in the archive somewhere. So I want to make sure that it's got the title of what the blog post was. Personal branding for introverts. How to grow your personal brand is a search engine optimized title. So I went ahead and I put that in there. If I use any words that you guys don't understand during this class, please make a note in the Facebook group. I will be happy to point you to some of our literature about it, answer your question. As always, that's what we're here for. So those are two things you want to do to your graphic before you upload it to ThingLink. Okay. Now this is what gets fun. So on here, let's see here. On here, all I did was, and I want to actually show you guys, because you can see that I already have the buttons here. Edit. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to edit this one. This is what the main page of ThingLink looks like. I don't know why that's a hard name for me to say, ThingLink. So what we're going to do is you would come in here. This is your main page. And you can see that you can explore what other people are doing. Here are all their tutorials. Then you can click on Create. And when you click on Create, you are going to be able to upload from your hard drive, upload an image from the web. You can import your Facebook photos. You can import a public Flickr image. So what I always do is I just upload an image from my hard drive. That's where I saved the one from, and I don't really want to do this. It might drag it down too much, but let's see here. Oh, no, I don't want to do that. I want to go back and I want to show you guys this. So all you have to do is I always download mine that I made on Canva, right, when I put in my titles and everything. So I just save them. I download them onto my computer, and then I upload them onto ThingLink. So this is the second step after you've gotten a graphic from somewhere. Now what you're going to want to do, this is when you've already made yours, and it's just taken 1 second. Let me shut off Facebook here for a second. When you have already made yours, this is going to be an image. You can do this as well for videos, okay? People can start to follow you on ThingLink. You can follow other people on ThingLink. And once you have created a couple of them, there was a different infographic that I had made. Once you create a couple of them, you're going to be able to edit them and then upload them and share them however you want to. So when you're in the create phase, okay, let's pretend that we're in the create phase right now. And we're going to use this one that I have already created. I uploaded my image. This was my image. And now I want to show the person. Okay, here we go. On each one of these people, when I was in my create, my image had none of these dots on it. What it gave me was a crosshairs. So I came in and I decided where I wanted people to be told to touch on each one of these little people. Say this is, say this is an image of a face. Maybe you are a makeup artist and it's an image of a face. And you want to talk about all of your amazing makeup options for this woman's face or this man's face, right? Men wear makeup nowadays too. So the face is on here. I could put the crosshairs over the eyes. And it's going to open a dialog box. And all I did in this dialog box was, remember this one is for introverts, so I put an estimated 1/3 to 1/2 of the population are introverts. And then what's neat about it is this hbr.org is actually, and I wrote in hbr.org, that's the article that I got this research number from, right? So I want to lead them back to hbr.org so that they can read an article that solidifies my statement that 1/3 to 1/2 of the population are introverts. This solidifies yourself as knowing what you're talking about inside of the graphic, right? When you show people, that's why research papers, you can't publish a research paper in a university without having a full list in the back of every single documented source. You have to know what you're talking about, and that's why I like to do this. This also gives you a backlink. So you're connecting your image to someone else of a reputable source. If this was, let's go back to my example of a woman, for her makeup of face, right? And so on her eyes. So say I put my crosshair over the eyes and the dialog box came up and I put, half of the women in the world say they want to learn how to do a smoky eye. I have a tutorial for you here. And then what I would do if I'm selling eye makeup, I would actually lead them back to my blog or my YouTube channel or some other spot where I show them how to do that smoky eye tutorial. When I do that, what I'm doing is I'm showing them how to do something, solving a problem, proving my status as an expert, and you guys are probably thinking in your mind right now, oh yeah, you're selling product. Exactly. So they've stopped on Facebook to interact with my graphic because they've never seen it before. They clicked on her eyes. They read that 50% of people want a smoky eye. They want a smoky eye. They go watch my tutorial, and all throughout the tutorial I say, and guess what? Here's this product, here's that product, here's this product. Click the link below to go to my website and purchase it, right? That's how you make sales. This is how the conversions start to happen. Instead of just another picture, and I don't mean this to, I love unique women. Actually, we have worked with a ton of unique women and seen amazing success in their business. But what's happened and why people are scrolling through unique presenters' posts these days on social media is that same picture of a woman with one eye done and one eye not done. We've seen it. We've seen it a million times. Now, what about in your Facebook posts or in your Facebook newsfeed, all of a sudden you're scrolling through and this image of a woman just takes your breath away. She stops you because her makeup is so on point. Her makeup is just show-stopping. And you read in the description and it says in very large letters, touch this image to learn more. You're going to touch it. I would touch it, and I've seen everything. We're on the line all day, every day, right? So then the next thing I wanted to do is when I was in the create phase, I took my crosshairs, I put them on this woman. And I just said being an introvert is much different than being shy. So I gave another piece of information about, because this is how to grow your brand when you are an introvert. So I just gave another piece of information. I didn't put a link to this one. I just wanted to just keep it clean. Here we go. I put a crosshair on this, guys, and I clicked and it brought up my dialogue bubble. And I put social media is an area where introverts who thrive on quiet contemplation have an advantage. Now what I did was I'm going to lead anybody who stops on this box right here, I'm going to lead them back to our courses at Intentional Marketer University, because what we are experts at IMU is showing men and women who are busy, who are stressed out, they want more profit in their business. We show them how to be consistent with their time on social media to actually earn more profits. So I want to again show them that I am the expert, and I want to lead them back to proof that I'm the expert. In every single place where you make your graphic touchable, if you take one thing away from this class, listen now and take notes. Every place that you make touchable on your graphic, prove to the viewer that you are the expert, that you are the problem solver, that you can, with your products, digital or physical or whatever you sell, you solve a problem in their life. That's why people buy. We like to feel good. We like to have our problems solved. And so you can do anything you want to. You can sell as much as you want to. You can talk as much as you want to, as long as you're understanding what your customer is needing. Here's another spot where I put my crosshair. Lucky for me, this was a cool graphic because it had 6 different people, and I wanted to talk about 6 different things inside of this graphic. So again, I came down to this one when I was in my create stage on ThingLink, and I came to her, and it shows up as a crosshair, and I clicked on it, and this bubble will show up immediately, and I put in another piece of information. So now let's say that you are a fitness instructor, okay? And you want to talk about your newest boot camp. And maybe you took a picture of your latest boot camp out in the park, and you have a whole group of people, and they're each doing different exercises. So maybe this woman, just for the sake of an example, maybe she's in the plank position. And it shows everybody, so you can make each person who's doing that different exercise in your boot camp into a clickable part of your graphic. So on her doing the plank position, what I would do if I was creating this graphic and the bubble comes up, I'd say the plank position strengthens the core muscles. It works the biceps and the triceps, and I don't know everything, so I won't pretend like I do. You would know if you were a boot camp instructor. So you're going to put the different benefits to your plank position or whatever. You're going to give a call to action inside of this. You're going to give a call to action that anybody who wants to join, I mean, don't be shy. When you have people, this is the number one thing about me. Anne is so sweet. I love her. Sometimes she tells me I ask people to marry me way too early. So when I should just ask them for a stinking coffee first. But when my thing is when you have someone stopped on social media and they're paying attention to your graphic, you've got a split second to give them a call to action. So if I'm doing this graphic of let's go back to the boot camp, and I have everyone in different positions, and everyone is clickable, and I'm teaching you about it, and she's, an exercise, and I'm on there, and I'm like, what, I've had 2 kids, I would like for my core to be tightened up, and you were bold enough, right? We have to be bold as business owners. You were bold enough to tell me in this little bubble, and you can sign up for my next boot camp that is happening. I only open them, twice a month or something like that. The next one is going off on May 18th. Click here to save your spot. You're going to have that low-hanging fruit of people who want to immediately jump on the bandwagon because you had their attention at that point, and you miss them if you don't give strong calls to action. So, and this just keeps going on. Here's another guy. I gave another piece of information with some more information so this is for our video course, right? We teach you guys how to rule YouTube. So here's our course for how to rule YouTube. And then this woman is, and then what I did with this one, read about their stories so read about, this was for how leaders in the company are mostly introverts, and you can read about their stories and apply them to your business. But what I did here, this just goes back to the actual blog post where you can read the whole blog post for this. So that's at about 30 minutes for this class. These are the takeaways from this class, guys. You need to go, and ThingLink is 100% free. Let me walk you through for anybody who is just now coming on, or if you, have not that I would know, but if you had kids, screaming in the background or whatever, this is what your takeaway is from this class. Head over to thinglink.com, and it's completely free. You sign up either with an email or with your social media accounts. When you get there, you're going to click on the create button. And what's neat about the main page is you'll see that, let's see if it'll come up again. On the main page, you're going to have ThingLink gives you tons of tutorials, how to do it at the bottom. So you can watch as many tutorials as you want before you get started. And hopefully they'll pop up unless I minimize them. Then all you have to do is, once you feel comfortable and you're ready to get started, you're going to upload an image. So the one I was just showing you, I got free from a Google image search. Make sure that it's free. Or you can create your own on canva.com first. Again, leave me a comment inside of the Facebook group. Here's all of the tutorials that you can watch. Leave me a comment inside of the Facebook group if you would like me to go through how I'm making infographics for Intentional Marketer University on Canva. So you can upload those. You can upload an image from the web, from your Facebook photos, or from public Flickr images, or you can choose one here. Then when you go there, you're going to see your graphic, and everywhere that you want to put a clickable link, you are going to put your crosshairs over it. It's very self-explanatory. You put the crosshairs over it. It opens up a dialog box. You're going to tell a little bit about that section of your graphic, and then you're going to give a call to action. This is not just for the fun. Yes, I don't want to say that we can't have fun with these, but have a strategy to this as well. Where are you taking them? What do you want them to do? So always inside of your dialog boxes, give them a call to action. So my makeup example was, come watch my tutorial on how to do a smoky eye. My boot camp instructions was, maybe you want to sign up for my next boot camp to tighten your core. That's starting on May 18th or whatever it is. So give lots of calls to action. And then when you are done with that, all you have to do is go to your saved image, make sure that you save it. Okay, always save everything 100 times. And then as soon as you have your saved image, you want to blast it out to all of the social media channels that are out there. So you're going to want to, let me grab my image again. And give it, ThingLink isn't going to give it a title. You need to give it a title yourself so that when you blast it out to your social media channels, it's going to say the title that you gave it. If you don't, it's going to say a ThingLink image by Meredith. So make sure that you give it the title that you want it to have, that you want everybody on social media to stop and look at. So, sorry guys, my images aren't coming up yet. But anyways, head back into, like I said, I wanted to keep this right at 30 minutes. So we're at the end of 30 minutes. Head back into the recording that's going to be posted into the group in just a second. It usually takes me about 20 minutes to upload it, and then you can watch the recording at your convenience. If you know anybody who is interested in this, invite them into our group. Here it is. So that they can watch the recording, because we're only sharing this with our Facebook group members. So we want to make sure that you guys get elite stuff. That's the benefits of being inside of IMU. So when you're here, you're just going to want to share it to all of your social media sites, like I said, and then you will be off and running. And I'm actually, so you can share it over here. These are so fun to make. I'm actually making about 2 or 3 of these a week now, and we're seeing incredible response to them on social media. So again, the very last thing that you're going to do for any of your graphics is you're going to share it. You're going to share it to Facebook, and these are automatically linked to all of your accounts. Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest is huge, like we talked about at the beginning of this video. Google+, Tumblr, Evernote, what is this guy? Tack. I've never used Tack before. You can email it to yourself, and then you can create a ThingLink app on Facebook. Here's the link if you need to share it to more than one of your Facebook accounts. Like again, Ann and I have personal ones, we have our business one, and we have a group Facebook. So I just take this link and I share it to all of those. And then of course you can take the embed code, go into the text side of your website or your blog, and you just put it in there. It's a lot easier than it sounds. So that's it, guys. I'm going to stop this video now. I'm going to stop the recording for, hi Helen and Carletta, I think I saw you. So for you guys that came on a little bit later, take a look in our group in about 30 minutes, and you'll see the full recording that walked you through every single step on how to make interactive graphics. I just want to keep it at about 30 minutes for you guys. So have a great night. I will see everyone again soon. And yeah, we're done. Bye guys, have a great night. Bye-bye.